Hi, everybody. Welcome. Sorry for the slightly late start. My tripod broke right as I was setting up my camera, so I had to pull something together. So the framing is a bit weird, I know. I'll try to make it look more normal, but I think this is what we get for today. But that's okay. So when you're ready, let's start to shake it out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let everything go. Oh, and if anyone new is joining us today, hi, my name is Selena. I teach yoga, qigong. Okay, shoulders, we'll roll them. Inhale, forward up. Exhale, back and down. Go with your breath. Change direction. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward, down. Go at your own pace. He'll come back to rolling back. And now commenting on the chat, no inversions for today, but I hear you, and I'll try to put together a specific class video in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's keep going shoulders. So we plant the feet wherever they comfortably land, one arm out. So we're going to be rotating, but we want to make sure we're not just rotating the hand. A little more like you guys. So rotating not just the hand, but from the shoulder. So rotating from the shoulder down and then from the shoulder back. So I don't know if you can really see it, but you'll definitely feel it once you start doing. So rotating all the way from the shoulder, all the way back. A few more on this side. I'm using my other hand just to feel what's happening through the chest, but it's not necessary. Okay, give that arm a little break. Let's do the other side. So rotating from the shoulder forward and then back. So you can really let your shoulder go forward, go back. And don't worry about the angle. You know, if you want to move your arm a little more forward, we don't have to keep the arm perfectly straight. And we can do whatever we want with the rest of the body. If you want to move the head, could get some interesting neck stretches here. Couple more. Okay, so now, same thing, both arms. We're going to work the brain a little bit. We're going to try to have one arm go forward while the other arm goes back. If it's too much to do them both like this, you can just keep going one at a time, or you could be moving both in the same direction. So both forward and both back. And again, let your head do what it wants. I'm kind of turning with the movement, whatever feels good. Let's get those shoulders a few more. This is one of those types of exercises that makes a good standing break when you've been at the computer for a long time, especially for computer people, because I know how you can get a little like hunched over. So these type of shoulder exercises, they might feel really good or a bit uncomfortable, but good later. Okay, a couple more. Okay, let's shake it out, shake it out. All right, we're going to go right into legs, right into balance. Well, before we do balance, let's pay attention to our feet. So we'll lift up all our toes, spread them out as much as we can. Try to put down, starting from the little toe down to the big toe. And we just do our best. Okay, so we have our good toe grip. Let's get the arms, inhale up. We'll do a little half sun salute. We haven't done these in a long time. Exhale, fold. I'll turn so you can see, bend the knees. Hands on the shins or the thighs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press the feet into the earth. So spread out those toes, press the feet into the earth. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the heart, coming into a prayer. So we'll just do another 2 or 3. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Only as far as is comfortable. Having a little video problem. Don't worry, it'll be back in a second. The right one. Just keep doing those sun citations. And I apologize for this hassle. I got a new cord and I don't think it likes it. Okay, 2 more half sun salutes. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling fold. Pressing the feet into the earth. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling to the heart. Last one. Of course, go at your own pace. Okay. From here, let's just take a couple breaths. So we'll land in a Tadasana. You can do whatever you want with the hands. Let's just take a moment, root down through the feet. Rise up through the crown of the head. Let's take a few long, deep breaths, connecting with the earth beneath us, the sky above us, the heartbeat within us. Relaxing into all of these connections. Okay, let's start some gentle twists. So we'll inhale our prayer up, go to the side as we exhale, sweep down. We come back to center. The hands come in a downward facing prayer. We flip up to the heart and do the same thing. So we're inhaling up, exhaling as we go to the side, sweep down, come back to center. Bring the hands together, inhale up. So you get it, go with your breath. And if ever you want to switch up the breath, please feel free. More. Okay, the next time we come to center, let's stay center. And now we'll get into our balance. So one knee up, one hand up, so we can drop one hand. Try to point the toe, exhale. Foot comes down, we sweep away. So we inhale, exhale. Remember the silver cord pulling up through the crown. We can just look somewhere directly in front of us, preferably not the screen when balancing because, I'm moving. Couple more. Now, the next time the knee comes up, we'll keep it up. See if we can catch with the opposite hand and maybe reach back. And of course, if it's not happening, the knee up, you could have the toes on the floor, go into your twist this way. Whatever makes sense for today. 2 more breaths. Now, extra challenge. We'll see if we can catch the foot that's up. Use your other arm as balance. And as always, we could be standing next to a wall. We could have the back of a chair here. So we try to bring the knees together. Find something to relax and another 3 or 4 breaths. Okay, when you're ready, let it go. Give yourself a little shake if you need it. Other side, so we'll start just inhaling up. And then go into our twist. We do our best. Challenge, the challenge of balance not only changes day to day, the time of day, but also between the 2 sides of the body. And I think most of us have a side that's a little more stable. And that's okay. Just be aware of it and do our best. Another breath or 2. Okay, we see if we can catch the foot. Invite the knees together. Keep that silver cord pulling up. The other arm does whatever it wants that helps you with balance. If you're really comfortable straight up, that's fine too. We try to have the knees together. And a few more breaths. Okay, shake it out. All right, so we'll go into some of our bigger sequences, starting with a sun salutation, so top of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. If you have the room to move your arms out to the side, turn the palms out first. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step it back to plank. We can take a couple of breaths in the plank, full plank or half plank with the knees down, whatever you. And when you're ready, bring it down. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. 5 breaths. Okay, from here we have options. We can stay in down dog or come to all fours. So I'll show you what we're doing, and then you can decide. Basically just leg extension. So from all fours, we would try to keep the hips steady. Inhale, extend one leg. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend the other leg. Exhale, bring it back. If you want, we could do the same thing from down dog. So getting into a nice down dog, steady down dog. Inhaling, extending one leg. Exhaling, bring it back. And again, not really opening the hip, keeping the hips in line. So pick the one you feel like for today. And let's go. Whichever feels better for today. We inhale as we extend, exhale as we come back. Go with your breath. And if neither of those work, if you're having wrist issues or shoulder issues, then you could be standing up, inhaling one knee to your chest, exhaling, putting the foot down. Or if you're okay, your hands on a wall, you could do a wall push and then do the same leg extensions. Okay, a couple more wherever we are. Okay, we'll get ready to step a leg forward. So pick the leg you want to go with first. Let it come up. With an exhale through the hands, bring it forward. And we'll all put the back knee down to start. So let's climb up the front knee. You can have a folded blanket underneath your knee if that makes it more comfortable. And we just hang out. First couple of breaths, not much to do. Okay, let's take it into a twist. So we twist towards our front leg. So my same arm as my front leg comes onto the thigh. The other hand on the floor or on a block. I push into my thigh, twist towards my leg. And then we got options. The back knee can stay on the floor or come up. The hands can stay on the thigh or come up. And we'll just hang out, about 5-ish breaths. Okay, we'll transition into extended side warrior. So the arm that is either in the air or on the thigh, we put that forearm onto the thigh. If your back knee is on the floor, pick it up. Turn the foot, shift your weight, and come into extended side ankle. So we're pushing into the outer edge of the back foot. We're reaching through the fingertips. Long, deep breaths. With an inhale, let's come up to warrior two. Check out your position. If you need to readjust in any way, go for it. Another chunk of breaths here. And of course, we can always put the arms down. Oh, for fun. Why don't we do our arm rotations? So we'll start with the front arm, come up, go down. Maybe let's just do the front arm. Rotating from the shoulder, up, down. Couple more. Okay, we'll come back to neutral. Ooh, straighten the legs, shifting the hips a little bit. It's always a good time to let out a sigh within the context of our yoga practice, of course. So anytime you feel you need a little release, just let it go. Okay, so we do our little shimmy. Let's take a triangle. So we inhale, lengthen through the spine. We exhale, reach, 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 reach. When we can't reach anymore, drop the hand wherever it lands is fine. Top arm either up or on the hip. Pick the head position that feels good for today. And let's breathe into our triangles. Halfway. And remember, if you're not comfortable here, just climb up. Find a spot where you are comfortable. Both sides of the torso, super long. Keep pulling through the crown of the head. Okay, we finish it up with half moon. So the top hand comes to the hip. Let's look down. Bend the front knee. Grab your block if you have one and you're using it. And if you don't, no worries. The hand can reach in front of you to the floor, or you can put a chair or a wall or something to grab onto. Okay, so we have our hands on our support. We shift forward, walk the back foot in a little bit, and see if we can lift. Both legs nice and engaged. We try to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. If you're really comfortable, top arm can come up. And choose your head position accordingly. Looking down is the best for balance. A few more breaths. Both sides of the torso still nice and long. Now a little extra bonus, not at all necessary. If you feel like it, we can bend to the top leg. Maybe look for the foot with the hand. Another couple breaths. Everything's optional, so pick whatever you like for today. Okay, we'll release into a standing forward fold. So the leg comes down next to the bottom leg. Bend the knees, relax, and just get loose. So my camera's being weird again. We'll just go with this camera for now, maybe. So we're just relaxing into a forward bend. Ignore my camera talk. Okay, when you're ready, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step back to the plank. Take a few breaths if you like. When you're ready, bring it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child. About 5 breaths. Okay, we'll get ready for the other side. So we'll start in the same way with the leg extensions. So either from down dog or all fours. Let's inhale, extend one leg. Exhale down. Inhale, extend the other leg. Exhale down. Go with your breath. Okay, next time the other leg extends, keep it up. Exhale towards the hands. Back knee comes down. And we climb up to the front thigh. So we just hang out here on the front thigh. Take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll turn it into the twist. So same arm as the front leg, hand on the thigh, other hand on the floor or on a block. We push into the thigh and rotate. From here, we can stay exactly here. We also have options, maybe lifting the back knee, maybe lifting the top arm. Just find what feels good and breathe. Okay, we transition into our extended side warrior. So the top arm, that forearm comes to the thigh. If your back knee is on the floor, pick it up, turn the foot down, and then we shift and open up. So just hang out with your breath. I'm just turning so I can face you. Okay, when you're ready, we keep the legs steady as we can. Come up to warrior two. If you need to do any adjustment of the legs, go for it. Once you're happy with the legs, your front arm, so same arm as the bent leg, we rotate from the shoulder. In and out. Few more. Okay, we'll bring it back to neutral. Relax the arms, straighten the leg. Shift around in the hips a little bit. So we're getting ready for triangle and half moon. If you know you like the block for triangle or half moon, and you don't have one in front, set it up. Okay, so let's take it into triangle, arms float up. We inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Can't reach anymore, drop the hands. Top arm comes up. And we breathe. Of course, the top hand can also be on the hip. Position the head wherever it feels good. Let's hang out. Both sides of the torso are long. Make sure you're comfortable wherever you are. We're about halfway through. Inviting the breath deep into the belly, but without stressing about it. Just having the intention that the breath flows deep, or imagining breathing starting from the bottom of the lungs. Okay, top hand comes to the hip. We bend the bottom knee, getting ready for half moon. Grab your block if you're using it, if not the floor or back of a chair or something. Walk the back foot in. Shift the weight, and when you're ready, lift that back leg. Try to stack hip on hip, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder, and we breathe. And if you feel like that extra, we could try bending the top leg, seeing if we can catch the foot, and taking a few more long, deep breaths. Okay, when you're ready to release, come into a standing forward fold. Keep the knees nice and bent, let the head get heavy, and relax. Okay, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step back to plank. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, lower knees, chest, chin. Flatten the feet. Let's do some cobra up downs. So we hug the elbows like they want to touch behind the back. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Go with your breath. Okay, we'll release. Get into our hips a little bit. So let's see if we can just slide one knee out to the side. So like hip-ish level if you can. And then we have options. We can either rest our head on the hands. Relaxing and breathing into the hips. Or if you're very, very, very comfortable and it feels good, you could maybe come up into a sphinx. But see if your back likes it or not. About 5 breaths wherever we are. Okay, we'll release. So we can just windshield wiper the legs before we do the other side. Rest the head. Okay, so let's switch it up. So the other leg pulls out to the side. You might not be able to see it, but it's the same thing we just did. We can either stay the head resting on the hands or climb up into a sphinx if that feels good. And we breathe. Okay, from here we can go into a shoulder stretch. It's a bit awkward, but we've done it before. And as with anything else we do, if you don't like it, if it feels weird, just do something else. As long as you're moving your body, breathing, being here and now, you're practicing yoga, you're good, so don't worry about it. Okay, so don't worry about the legs for now. That kind of ties into what we're doing. So the opposite arm to the bent leg goes out, shoulder level. The other hand comes underneath the other shoulder. We're going to see if we can roll towards the long arm. Does that make sense? If we can kind of roll towards the long arm, and if that's happening, maybe the leg that was bent can come behind. Maybe the arm, the hand on the floor could come up. And then we can do whatever we want here. We do some circles. We could reach back as if to grab the bottom hand. You could try grabbing the hand if you want. Whatever. We'll just take another 3 or so breaths. Okay, we'll come out of it. So we just switch sides. So the other arm goes out shoulder level. Hands comes to the floor around the chest. We see if we can roll. Maybe the top leg wants to come behind. Head is just on the floor. And then whatever you want to do with the other arm, it could just be on the floor, kind of helping to push shoulder over shoulder. Or it can go up and kind of dance around. Whatever feels good for today. Okay, let's release. So hand comes down. We roll back onto the belly. We'll do another cobra, but this time a wide leg cobra. So we open our feet up a bit wider than the edges of the mat. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We still squeeze the elbows like they want to touch behind the back. And we'll go up, down before holding. So we inhale up, exhale down, just as far as it's comfortable. So either the next time we come up, we'll hold for a couple breaths, or we could come into a sphinx and hold for a couple breaths. Last inhalation, inhale out through the spine. And with the exhale, release. And again, let's just windshield wiper those legs. Okay. So I think we'll skip our seated exercises and come right onto the back. So if you have socks, sweaters, any extra clothing, anything you need for Shavasana, you can grab it now. Of course, we still have a few things to do, but just get yourself as ready as you can. Okay, so we're going to start with ankle circles. So we pick up one leg. We try to keep it 90 degrees. So a way I do that for myself is I look, make sure I can't see my toes. We brace the knee, so holding on beside the knee. Fingers behind the knee, the thumbs beside the knee. And let's circle that ankle. Change direction. Okay, we can shake it out. And then if possible, we'll keep holding onto the thigh, stretch the leg. If the leg needs to be closer to the ground to be stretched, that's fine. You can just hold on higher up, or we don't have to hold on at all. Let's push up through the heel. Now, kind of like what we were doing in the shoulders, we'll do rotation. So we'll rotate out, so the toes towards one shoulder, and then in, the toes towards the other shoulder. Do whatever you want with the hands. You could be feeling the rotation or just have the hands down alongside the body. Okay, so bring it back. to neutral, and then we'll rotate it just a little bit towards the opposite shoulder. We can have the hands on the thigh, and just as much as it's comfortable, still pushing up through the heel. Invite the leg just a little closer to the torso, just as much as it's comfortable. If you have a strap, you could for sure be using a strap. Another 3 or so breaths. Okay, before we release completely, maybe we can just do some circles. Other direction. Okay, switch sides. So ankle circles, other leg. So we have the leg at 90 degrees. We're bracing the knee. And we circle that ankle. This is one of those exercises that I find a little boring, but it's so beneficial for the ankles, for managing gravity. So it also extends to helping with any low back pain. And it's especially good as, we switch footwear. So if you want to add something to your daily movement toolbox, this would be a really good one to add. Okay, change direction. And if you want to add this to your daily exercises, just do it for as long as it's okay. Like for me on this side, my ankle's getting sore much quicker than the other side. So you can start with 10, 15, 20, whatever number works, and then work your way up. Okay, shake it out. We extend, shake out as much as you need, and then extend up through the heel. Let's do our rotations. You can use the hands or not. So rotating towards one shoulder, and then the other past the shoulder. I just mean direction wise. Okay, so back to center. And then we rotate just a little bit towards the opposite shoulder. So the toes going towards the opposite shoulder. And then we could have a strap or something if we're using it. And just very gently invite the leg a little closer to the torso, just as much as you comfortably can, keeping the leg straight. A few long, deep breaths. Okay, let's do some circles. We can relax the foot. It could be pointed, flex, something in between. Other direction. Okay, we'll put the foot down. One last thing for the shoulders. Let's grab onto the elbows right above the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale to one side. No forcing, just as far as the arms want to go. Inhale center. Exhale to the other side and go with your breath. Inhaling center, exhaling over. Relax as much as you can. The whole head, the chest, the shoulders, the upper back. And if the head wants to roll a little bit with the movement, that's fine. Let it. Okay, we'll come back to center. Exhale towards the head, just as far as the arms want to go. Continue with your breath. Okay, come back to center. Let's change the cross of the arms. So whatever arm is in front, put it in the back. And same thing, we'll start side to side. Inhale center, exhale to one side. Try to stay in line with the shoulders. Oh, with your breath. This is another great movement that could also be done every day if you like it. It's really good for any tension in the shoulders, the upper back, the neck. And you could do these for as long as it feels good. Okay, we'll come back to center. Exhale towards the head. Go with your breath. Okay, we'll come back to center. Release the arms. Bring the knees into the chest and go into any version of twists that we like. Keeping both shoulders down on the ground. Okay, once you're happy with the twists, any finishing movements that you like, maybe rotating ankles, wrists, walking on the ceiling a little bit. If you need to grab any socks, sweaters, extra clothing, or anything, go for it. And then let's place ourselves into the most comfortable Shavasana, final relaxation position for today. So if you have any low back sensitivities, I suggest bent knees, leaning one into the other like I'll be doing. If you're totally comfortable, you could have the legs extended. If you have props, you could use them under the knees. Whatever you like. So get super comfortable. Let's remind ourselves this is the most important position out of our whole practice. And the way we get the benefits from this pose isn't by trying or doing, it's by letting go. So let's give ourselves permission to let everything go. Maybe feeling all the parts of the body touching the earth. You might like to visualize releasing into the earth any tension, stress, discomfort, just draining out of the body and being soaked up by the earth beneath us. Taking this opportunity to let everything go. Our discomforts along with our comforts. Releasing all of our attachments and identifications. Shavasana translates to corpse pose. So that's the degree of letting go that we're looking for. And if it becomes too much of a mental activity, let go of letting go. Just rest the awareness on the natural movement of breath. So it's the universe breathing you. Adding movement once it feels good. Giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once you're really nice and stretched, knees to chest, maybe just do a few knee tucks, inhaling away, exhaling to the chest. When you're ready, roll to the side. Make a little pillow with the arm. Take a breath or two. With the strength of the arms, press out. Make your way into any comfortable seated position. Just take a second with ourselves before we close our practice. Maybe a hand on the chest, hand on the belly. Reconnecting with the support of the earth, the sky. Remember that silver cord. And settling into the beat of our own hearts. Taking this opportunity to give ourselves whatever it is we may need. So if it's a word of encouragement, if it's to listen to the heart, maybe visualize something. Okay, and we'll close with an Om, chanting Om. Om is said to be the sound beneath all sounds, the sound of the universe itself. So we'll bring the hands into a prayer. We can have fun with it. Inhale up. Exhale the prayer down to the heart. Squeeze all the breath out. Inhale to chant. Om, peace, peace, peace. Acknowledging, honoring the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. We close with a bow if it feels good. Thank you so much for joining me, for practicing yoga with me. I hope you enjoyed it. My apologies for going a little bit over time. Hopefully I'll be smoothing out these technical difficulties as we go. So thank you again. And of course, you can always reach out through the comments, email, Facebook, or whatever. So have a great day, everybody. Take care. I'll see you on Friday for back care and breath aware, same time, 9:30 Eastern time in the morning. Okay, have a great day, everyone.